What's going down? It's your boy, Veteran Trainer Hawk, coming back at you guys and gals with one of my absolutely favorite indie games that I've played in a minute. This game is just so unique and looks absolutely stunning with its visuals and art style. It's not super long, but within its short runtime, it really draws you in with its fantastic narrative, hack and slash gameplay, and again, the fantastic visuals. What am I kidding? This game is amazing for one thing and one thing only: the copious amounts of liquor.
I am the liquor.
Nah, I'm just messing with you guys. But the game that I really want to be talking to you guys today is an awesome one, and it's called Bastion. Bastion is a short RPG developed by Supergiant Games. This game has a fantastic art style to it with fantasy-themed environments that you get to explore and learn more about the world the more you play this amazing game. Bastion also takes a unique twist on the RPG genre by incorporating narration as you progress through the worlds. The fantastic story is told by one of the characters in the game. You play as a character by the name The Kid, and it is his job to collect cores and crystals for this mystical floating city called the Bastion. Now, along the way, you come to find out the reason why everything is the way that it is because you are living in the aftermath of a post-apocalyptic world caused by the Calamity. Essentially, the world fractured and broke due to the conflict and created all these floating islands of former places within the great city called Caelondia. The aftermath caused a lot of people to turn to ash and left very few survivors. One being our silent protagonist, the Kid, the narrator named Rux, and Ura named Zolf, who was an ambassador for the Ura. He was living in Caelondia to bring peace between the Ura and Caelondia, and a young Ura girl named Zia, who grew up in the city of Caelondia. Once these characters are united, the story begins to unfold, and it's what keeps you coming back until you finish the game. The gameplay of Bastion is a very smooth type hack and slash. Being able to choose between 11 weapons and 25 different abilities to those weapons makes Bastion a game you can play in a variety of different play styles. Myself personally, I compare this game to a smaller version of Devil May Cry in the aspect of being able to carry around your trusty hammer or katana and rock dual pistols or a freaking rocket launcher, for Christ's sakes. You have the Kale Hammer, Fang Repeater, Breaker's Bow, War Machete, Scrap Musket, Dueling Pistols, Brusher's Pike, Army Carbine, Fire Bellows, Gallon Mortar, and the Calamity Cannon. With all those weapons, each individual weapon packs some punch in its very own way when you take them into the forge and upgrade each of them into the playstyle that you like. And another positive to this is you can always switch between upgrades if you feel the need to use the weapon in a different playstyle to conquer some of the objectives that you will be given. And just like every RPG, you will gain experience by killing enemies, which in return will let you upgrade the Bastion more and give you access to more spirits at the local distillery. Yes, this game, our silent protagonist, is actually fueled up by liquor and the various added bonuses of each tasty concoction. These can range from adding a little more health to you to making sure that you don't die on that last fatal hit that you received, making it possible for you not to fail your objective. Along the way, you can also complete extra challenges given by the memorial that will unlock more abilities and shards, which you can spend at the Lost and Found to get parts to upgrade weapons and special mementos. These will give you more backstory to the country and the fellow characters. And lastly, you can make the game much more difficult on yourself and rewarding in shards if you go to the shrine and activate one of the many 10 different god altars that Caelondia possessed before the Calamity. Bastion has about 10 hours of runtime through its story, but with a new game plus and 4 different endings, you can continue to play this game at least 20 hours or so if you really enjoy the story and get invested. Me personally, I loved how the story grabbed me in from the very first 5 minutes due to its mystery and narration. I truly wanted to figure out why these characters were in this situation and how the whole world just ceased to exist. Everything from the gameplay gameplay and the art style to the engaging story left me wanting more. This game does a good job of hooking you into the story in its very short runtime that I found myself playing the game way more than I needed to just to understand what was going on, and everything that fully happened within the world of Caelondia. Another amazing part of the game was the more you played the game, little items would spring up at the Bastion that would send you to a gauntlet type arena, and in between each round, the narrator would flesh out the backstory of each character even more. The mixture of subtle narration for everything and just playing the game made me feel like I was playing some awesome audio graphic novel. The gameplay was extremely good and well balanced, but I feel it was the story that really took the cake for me. Also, the character designs and enemy designs looked very unique and definitely did not feel stale at all, especially the main character looking the way that he is, which is explained within the game. The fact that mixed cocktails and hard liquor played a big factor into the game made the whole experience pretty unique and different to me. It's not the typical drink to get wrecked, but a casual way of life throughout Caelondia. Plus, with names like Life Wine and Doomshine, it made me want to try the drinks that the Bastion has to offer. The music Bastion has to offer is absolutely amazing. Everything from the chill landscape music to the fight themes are just excellent. Then to top it off, the ending song when the credits roll through just make the whole experience to the game much more enjoyable. I personally put the entire soundtrack onto my Spotify. That's how good I thought the music was to this game. Bastion was made by 7 people, and with it being their first game at the time, I feel they knocked it out of the park and deserve so much more credit for a fantastic game that they developed. I really have to give Supergiant Games the credit for this amazing game, and I will definitely be checking out more of their titles in the near future. This game was made in 2011, but still me playing it back in late 2019 on the Switch just made the whole experience still just absolutely amazing. And this game is an absolute must-play in my opinion. Definitely one of my favorite indie games, and I hope that one day I can get my hands on a physical copy of some type. But what do you guys and gals think? Have you played this game before? If so, how much did you like it, and would you recommend it to one of your friends? What other indie games do you think that I should check out from the Nintendo Marketplace? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop those comments down below for me. If you guys also would like to, go ahead and hit the bell to be notified every single time that I drop a brand new video, and all of this just really helps the channel grow into an amazing community. But as always, I am Veteran Trainer Hawk, you are all amazing, and I will see all you guys and gals again.